Hey guys, Natalie Arvizu here. I'm at Game On Expo. I am here with the Geek Lyfe as well, so we are gonna go check it out. Let's go. I am with...
My name's Daniel. I'm a photographer based out of Glendale, Arizona, and I specialize in cosplay photography and starting in cosplay videography. And I basically just take all these wonderful cosplay photos of these amazing cosplayers. Pretty much, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. What geek medium has inspired you the most?
Geek medium.
Kind of I don't know, are you more inspired by video games or anime or?
Well, for me, when I first went into this community, I was mostly around anime and video games.
Yeah.
So I guess I would say anime has inspired me because in the animes there's a big variety of cosplay and stuff.
Oh my god, I know. Yeah. I know. There's so many great things.
So yeah, anime.
Anime's your big one?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Deacon Murray Photography.
So you just do photography, do a little bit of cosplay?
I'm kind of getting more into cosplay.
Okay.
The photography definitely pushed me towards cosplay.
Yeah.
I work with amazing cosplayers all the time.
Stop it.
And I'm slowly learning, so just casual stuff like this is what I can shoot in, so I try to stick to some spandexy stuff more often.
You could get all crazy as Spider-Gwen with your photography stuff? Oh, do you do crazy poses? So we're gonna ask a couple of questions.
Okay.
So how long have you been doing a little bit of cosplay, a little bit of cosplay photography as well? Or I guess just photography in general?
I've been shooting photography since 2005, but professionally I've been doing it since 2013.
That's awesome.
I went to Hallmark Institute of Photography and graduated from there. Kind of traveled all over, now I'm in Phoenix. My first cosplay was Deadpool, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Easy. That was in December of 2012, I think.
2012,
so then
okay.
Since then, I've just kind of this past year, actually, I've been starting to build a little bit more cosplays because I've been meeting cosplayers that are I can teach you how to do this.
Yeah.
This is how you apply fake eyelashes and look like an anime character.
Fake eyelashes or something. Fun stuff.
2 applies for this one today.
I believe in you. They look fabulous.
Thank you.
Okay.
When do I stop? When do I stop?
And I'm with Rick. Would you like to introduce yourself more?
I'm Rick.
What do you do?
I draw
You draw what?
stuff.
Draw things?
I
I know
draw
you do a
things.
bunch of chibis.
Yeah, I started off in the comic book industry about 14 years ago, something like that. I started in the comic book industry about 14 years ago, inking for Top Cow.
Okay.
And it went on to drawing a little bit for them. Did some stuff for Marvel, some independent work.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, and now I'm branched out, trying to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And for some strange reason, my art went into chibi style.
Yeah, because I remember at Amazing Arizona, you had that. And I was like, they're so little babies. Because you were doing a bunch of Deadpool stuff since he was there.
They had the Deadpool movie coming out that weekend.
So you were
and
I
so
gotta
now
make
I did
Deadpool.
a bunch of Harley Quinn.
Oh, yeah, with Suicide Squad? Oh, yeah.
Harley Quinn doing Pac-Man.
That's actually really cute. Okay, so what advice do you have for people that maybe want to do this?
Okay, I get this comment from people a lot. I can't draw. My drawing sucks. Like my drawings look like crap.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't put down a pencil and drew a masterpiece. I didn't. You have to keep going. If you love it, just do it.
Yeah.
Don't stop saying like, oh, my drawings suck. And I was like, everybody's drawings suck. My brother told me some good advice, which was there's like about I don't remember if it was like 1,000. I don't care. Big number.
Yeah.
100,000 bad drawings in you. The more you draw, the more you get them out of you.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep drawing. Like this doesn't happen overnight.
No.
Like I remember my first chibi drawings when I first started them. They sucked. They look like crap, like Sharpie and thin Sharpie.
See, I still draw like stick figures. That's
like,
me.
yeah, so I started doing that, and I'm like, I sold it for $5, but they flew off the shelf. They were flying off the table
That's
like
awesome.
crazy, and I'm like, okay, I feel bad. Wait. First, and they're like, you know what? Let me raise the price, $10. Then I felt bad because I'm like, okay, they're still stuck.
Yeah.
I gotta
Like-
do better than this. I gotta do better. And so after time, from then till now, like I perfected it to some point.
Well, that's
I
cool that
still
that's
want
like
to get
pushed
better.
you. Yeah, so like that's what's cool is that you're constantly wanting to do better and be better and all that stuff, and like it just pushes you, and that's awesome. Because I feel like, like if you weren't at a booth or weren't like you were just at home, you'd kind of just be like, oh, never mind. You know what I mean? So I think that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm pushing
That's
my
awesome.
friend too. It's gonna be his first time actually with an artist alley table. So it's gonna be at Long Beach, and
Oh,
then
that'll be
like
cool.
it's been months.
Really?
And so like I talked to him recently, and he's like, oh, he's scared, and like that, like, what have you been doing? This is it? Oh my God! It's like
Oh my
it's
God.
next month. Here it is, the middle
It
of
is
next month.
It is.
And I'm like,
Oh, no.
you better get
Oh,
on
no.
it. I'm gonna kick his butt.
So
Gotta make sure I censor this.
yeah, exactly. I don't know if we're gonna do like little bleeps. Beep.
Alrighty, so unfortunately our camera has died, so we're gonna do a little bit of audio interviews.
It's
So
probably best because we would have broken the camera.
a little bit of it's fine. It's good. We all good. But so we're at Game On Expo, and if you would like to introduce yourselves.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Tony,
I'm Roberts.
and we together form Bites and Brews.
Our powers combined.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Is this your first time at Game On Expo?
Yeah.
I know it's only second year, but
Yeah?
yeah.
See, yeah.
Dude.
I didn't even hear about this last year, but
Really?
yeah. I mean, I'm glad I came the second year though. I mean, quite honestly, whenever you go to first year on these things, they're not
Yeah.
necessarily like put together. But it
Oh,
seems
yeah.
like they got their stuff together very quickly because I'm having a blast so far.
Nice,
So-
nice.
Yeah, I unfortunately had to work for the first 2 days of this, so this is my first and only day.
Aw.
But it's kind of cool.
It's
It's
so
just
fun.
cramming everything into one day, though.
Right.
It's good.
Little calm day too. It's
Yeah.
nice. Nice calm
Yeah.
day. But so what exactly, like, tell me about like who you are, like what do you do? Like,
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Bites and Brews is essentially a channel. It's your standard Let's Play channel, but with
Okay.
a twist. What we do is we pair a beer with every game that we play.
Right.
that's awesome.
So,
So, like for an example, we played Super Hot.
Yeah.
Great little indie game.
Yeah.
So we thematically pair beers with it, and with Super Hot, the first thing that came to mind was unfortunately a Sriracha Stout.
No.
Rogue is a good beer company though. They make
We love
Yeah.
Rogue.
amazing
Yeah.
beers.
Oregon brews some great
But
beers.
like drinking sriracha.
And we like
flavor.
Sriracha,
Yeah.
so we
Okay.
thought maybe they'd go, maybe it translate well.
It didn't. It did
No.
not.
No.
It
Do
did
not.
not.
If you see it,
Ooh.
it looks like a bottle of Sriracha in the beer aisle.
Is it really?
Do not buy
Don't
it.
get
Just
it?
pass.
Don't do
Now
it.
That's a
want
hard
to.
pass. No, don't do it.
Okay,
Now
we
I
bought,
want to.
we bought 2 talls, and we drank one between. He drank all of it because I was gonna throw up.
Right.
It was that
Ew.
bad.
It was pretty bad. And then I threw up.
Yeah.
And
It was
then I
bad.
threw
It was
up.
horrible.
I took a bullet for the team.
Yeah.
It was
Oh my
terrible.
God.
Pass. But yeah, so like the idea behind
Yeah.
it is that like a lot of the Let's Play channels are really kind of like kid oriented. Like, which I understand, like
Yeah.
video games and stuff like that, but I also know that, we also know that a lot of the people that played video games are now our age,
Yeah, we're
like
all,
late
like, big
20s,
kids.
like even getting into their 30s, right?
Right,
And-
literally.
Right, we're
Literally.
big kids. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to put an adult twist on
Okay.
the Let's Play channel, which is why we introduced like alcohol. Also, we're alcoholics, so
that's-
Also,
yes.
it gives it a reason for it to look like we're normal when we're drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning.
right. Now you say reason, and you know the real word you're looking for is excuse.
Right.
So.
It's fine. It's a reason.
Glazing over this.
Right.
fine.
So yeah, so like
We
it's just
accept you.
it's a great excuse to just hang out with one of my best friends, play video
Yeah.
games, and drink beer every day.
That's awesome.
Well,
And
not
you
every
guys-
day, once a week.
Once, yeah.
We're not okay.
Whoa.
Okay, maybe I should
Let's
ease up on
emphasize.
the alcoholic thing because we don't want people to think that like we're just belligerent drunks all the time.
Right, just a couple
Yeah.
of days out of the week.
Just a couple of days.
Just sometimes, every day. Sometimes, just sometimes.
Yeah.
So have you guys had like a favorite moment, like while doing this? Is there something that like really stands out to you?
Oh man. I think if we're gonna pick, one of my favorite playthroughs was the Dark Souls playthrough
Ah,
because
nice.
neither one of us is good at Dark Souls. And
I've
it's-
only played Dark Souls for like 3 hours before Dark Souls 2.
Right.
That's it.
I played Demon Souls for 2 hours
Okay.
and then immediately threw my controller across the room and never picked it up again.
Yeah.
And then we played because everybody was playing Dark Souls. We were like, all right, let's do it. We knew we
You
were
had
gonna
to,
get,
yeah.
we knew we were gonna get destroyed, so we paired it
know.
with Total Annihilation, which is an IPA.
Total domination.
Total domination, because we knew we were gonna get killed.
Where do you
And
find these?
mostly Total Wine.
Spend hours on the Total Wine website.
Oh my
we
god.
do random searches on
Cinnamon,
TotalWine.com.
Are they like there? Do you have to like order it?
No, they're
They're
usually
like,
there.
there?
They actually have a great selection. Total
Right,
Wine,
so-
if you're listening to this, we need sponsorships.
Total Wine, please.
We're basically, when we're looking for a beer, we've got one window that's synonyms
Okay.
and one window that's total wine. So we look
Yeah.
for like, okay, this is like a space thing. So we look for space, nothing's there. So we have to find synonyms for space and find something to pair with that.
Thesource.com has been an extreme help.
Oh my
'Cause-
god. That's awesome.
Yeah, so
My favorite one is there's not one. Every single time we play Hitman, we are the worst hitmen in the history of anybody to kill someone
serious?
on purpose or accidentally. Most of the time, we just wind up killing ourselves with the environment.
Yeah.
Every single week we play.
I
it.
watched
It's-
plenty of
Okay,
these.
so the Gary Busey was the most recent hit in Hitman.
Yeah.
he was an elusive target.
That's my favorite thing.
That was
so
pretty
far.
solid.
Just I didn't want to kill him.
Right.
Following him around.
What'd you pair with Hitman?
Well, we play it like every time. You know how
Okay.
Hitman's episodic?
Yeah.
Every time they release a new Hitman episode, we play it again.
Ah,
so we
okay.
pair a new
Okay.
beer with it every
Okay.
time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
The last
awesome.
one we did was
Asylum.
Asylum
Because it was Gary
because we're
Busey.
hunting Gary Busey
Yeah.
and he belongs in an asylum.
Yeah.
So, but before that we did Death of a Contract
Brewer from a Hebrew. It was Hebrew Brewing Company.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was like a chocolate stout, dude. That was delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
we find some crazy
What?
beers, but
Yeah.
they're
But we pay that price too. We find some delicious
Yeah.
ones, and then we have a sriracha stout. And it kind of evens
That one's interesting. I'm excited to find that one.
Don't do
That's
it. Don't do it.
yeah.
right.
I'll find you guys and I'll just be like, hey guys, this is me. I'm gonna try it. And
All right.
you'll be like, no, that's a horror. Don't do it.
I'm
Don't
gonna
do
have
it.
a bad time.
We know this. I am with. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Mike Goosens.
Yeah, and you run the grid, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So what was the concept behind that? Like, what made you come up with it?
I owned an arcade in Alabama in the early 2000s.
Okay.
And I wanted to open one in Oregon, but at the time arcades were kind of dying out.
Yeah.
So I sat on it for a while, and over the years I started coming up with some ideas with a friend of mine to take the classic barcade concept and do it a little bit different.
Yeah.
So we started doing it with consoles and free-play arcade, and I opened a place in Oregon called the Sure You Can League.
Okay, nice.
And then after that, I ended up moving out here to Phoenix to open some barcades. And,
Cool.
every time I do it, I change it a little bit because it's never really works the way you think it would. You know? So I try to improve it every time.
There's always things.
Yeah.
Always got to better
Yeah,
it.
so I'm trying, now it's like it's an experience. You come in, it's an atmosphere. We have live music,
Cool.
console gaming,
Okay.
arcades, bar, craft beer, food.
Nice. Hear about all the music, so what's the deal with that? Like, what do you got going on with that?
It's a big deal for me. I devoted our bar to being the first synthwave venue in America.
Nice.
And so I bring in artists from all over the country to do synthwave, and also I support local artists, and we do electronica, stuff like you hear here at Game On. We did 3 days, 17 artists, local, non-local. But I also do that at the bar. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. So, and that just, is there like a live show kind of like every night, or is it certain nights, or?
Not every night. I try to do one big one a month, and then
Okay.
because I'll fly in artists
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Can't do it
so-
every night. That's a lot.
Exactly. And then beyond that, we'll do some smaller ones with local people and
Mm-hmm.
DJs and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Game On Expo has been so much fun. It went by way too fast. But make sure to check them out. You guys should seriously try to come out next year. It's going to be bigger and better, I'm assuming. But they're just on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's just Game On Expo. And also make sure to check them out just like on their website, all that good stuff. And again, I'm Natalie Arvizu. I'll be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff too. Just Natalie Arvizu. Yeah, that's me. But we'll see you later. Bye!
Hey everyone, my name is D'Angelo Murillo. If you don't know me by now, I am actually the owner of the Geek Lyfe, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Natalie Arvizu Cosplay for helping us out this weekend at Game On Expo, being our interviewer. She did a fantastic job, and please check out all of her content. She is fantastic at everything she does. And thank you again to all the guests that we had on that we interviewed this weekend. And not all the interviews are actually on this video, so be sure to check out our YouTube channel later for more content from Game On Expo. And again, last shout out, thank you so much to Game On Expo for giving us the media passes to be able to do this. We really appreciate it. We absolutely loved your convention, backwards and forwards, and we cannot wait to go next year. And thank you again to everyone watching. If you liked it, definitely give us a thumbs up and comment below what you thought. And we can't wait for more content to come out so you can check it out. So see you guys later. Bye!